for more action? I love to hear it. Your following contest is going on ball. Let's go ahead and bring
Sean Ryan, what does he have to say?
I imagine it's about to be about Eddie Levaughn opponent for tonight. Because if you recall, Eddie Levaughn chose Sean Ryan's opponent earlier. So maybe this is Sean Ryan
trying to make a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and bring our competitors to the ring.
No, he sure is like a daisical. Look at his attitude. Certainly doesn't have no time for... Here we go, Blackwater Syndicate. My mouth's a little busted open, but either way, we are here. 5400 Charles Page Boulevard. Eddie Levaughn.
Sean Ryan does not look afraid of everything. Honestly, in a decent match, you don't need that. He's going to have not only face Eddie Levaughn, but he also has the Blackwater Syndicate at ringside.
The Blackwater Syndicate, as much as I hate to admit it, has got to be the most powerful faction in all of Wrestling Against Hunger. What a despicable man. Robbie in tow, Travis in tow.
I mean, the only one he's missing is Rook and Bishop Knight. That's the only one he's missing at this point. But Eddie doesn't look great, like he doesn't need them in this quarter at the moment.
Coming to the ring next, the opponent Sean Ryan has so carefully picked for Eddie Levaughn. He is the anti-hero from Alberta, Canada, the
Here we go, the bell's rung, we're underway. Max Leon, Trey Count on commentary this evening. Eddie Levaughn bringing in the fight, bringing in those stiff clubs to the back of our anti-hero this evening.
Stiff clubs to him right after an immediate distraction from Travis on the outside.
Yes, sir. Nice chop to the corner. C.R.Dee is going to have to find the willpower to bring it to our WAH champion this evening. Ducks the whip.
And some return shots now.
He sure is.
And not only do we have Blackwater sitting here at ringside, Sean Ryan is still hanging around here at ringside to observe the match as well.
And that's the thing about Eddie Levaughn is he thinks he runs the WAH locker room, and there's quite a few talent here that have, watch out for the Syndicate on the outside. He's never alone. Nice headbutt. C.R.Dee falls to the corner turnbuckle.
Eddie Levaughn says he runs this place, and honestly, with Robbie, our co-commissioner, in his pocket, he kind of does.
But the question is, for how long?
That is the question. Does all that power end whenever Eddie, if at all, Eddie loses the championship? If Robbie walks away, what happens?
Well, he's held it for every bit of 3 years. I don't think a loss is coming his way anytime soon. Nice stomp to the upper back of C.R.Dee and neck. Going for the cover. Just a 2.
Also, Eddie not putting his whole weight into that cover, just pushing on him with his hands.
Well, that's the thing about Eddie Levaughn. He's cocky. He doesn't think he has to do anything. Nice headbutt again.
I mean, to be fair, like you said, he's been the champion how long?
And a cutter.
He has the right to be confident.
C.R.Dee still a little bit of fight left in him.
Blake having to keep his eyes
See
on
that, Sean? You see that? This is coming you. See what's coming your way, Sean?
That's coming you next month.
Uh-oh.
all the Blackwater Syndicate calling out.
And it makes you wonder if Eddie Levaughn could have all this behind him without Travis, without Rook, without Bishop.
I know you like this. You watch us, right?
Uh-oh. Travis, always a mouthful, always something to say.
I mean, you stepped in the ring, like we said, some of our men are Blackwater Syndicate being Rook and Bishop. Are you going to want to step in the ring with Travis maybe? Maybe one day shut him up?
I'll let Claude be the judge of that one.
You'll let Claude be the judge of that one. I mean, fair enough.
Uh-oh, look at Eddie Levaughn. Big splash in the corner. Going for another. Nice stiff forearm. Then he bringing in the trifecta. Here we go.
Attacking from the other three corners. Using all his weight, just charging right into C.R.Dee.
Yes, the Canadian Red Devil was down, having a hard time getting back up.
Come on.
The jawbreaker might buy him some time. C.R.Dee getting some momentum here.
He's trying, bringing in those clotheslines, but it's not moving Eddie Levaughn at all.
Eddie Levaughn is sticking up like a big old trunk out the swamp in the Cajun Bayou.
Nice bicycle kick and the cover. And he does kick. There's just a little bit left in him this evening.
He still has to fight, but how much of a fight does he have? Eddie Levaughn looks like he's ready to finish this.
Going for a stunner. Nice chop block to the upper leg and thigh of Eddie Levaughn. Nice elbow.
C.R.Dee being smart here, going at, just focusing on that leg. That leg gave him a tiny bit of an opening, and he's not letting it up. Just keep attacking the leg.
Eddie, give up now. It's going to hurt really bad.
He has to fight to keep Eddie Levaughn down.
C.R.Dee looking for the momentum from the crowd. Looking for a submission. Trying to turn the big man over. Can he do it? Every bit of 300 pounds, if not more. Turn him over, C.R.Dee. Come on now. Couldn't get enough in him as Eddie powers out with the boot. Oh, and a cutter. Looking for the cover. And that's all it took. What would you expect from the Blackwater Syndicate?
I mean, I'm just happy Eddie won a mostly clean match, let's call it that. There were some moments of rough.
Clean? Are you kidding me? Clean is the furthest thing from it. He's got Travis here. There's Sean on the outside. There's Robbie. Clean is the furthest thing from it.
And that's why I said mostly clean.
Yeah, this guy could never fight a single battle on his own if his life didn't depend on it. Come on now.
I don't think I need to ask, but I'm going to ask anyways. Are you guys ready for our next match? Your following contest is scheduled for one fall. Let's go ahead and bring our competitors to the ring.
Listen, as you get handy against Frankie Lee. Is your messy, unorthodox mannerisms of Greengo, it might actually be Birdman.
Birdman has an unorthodox style too. And he's a double champ, and let's see what Gringo's got tonight.
Let's see what he brings for us as our spotlight champion is getting ready for this match.
Birdman's trying to communicate. Get that chair out of here. This is not a hardcore match. This is a championship match, though. It definitely is.
I didn't forget it at you.
And that's a little disgusting, isn't it? So there it is, the Spotlight title. Birdman looking for a little bit of momentum this evening, looking to retain his title in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Greengo already starting the antics with the referee.
I can only say this for Greengo. At least Greengo is actually able to communicate with the ref, but the referee is not able to.
No, it's this unorthodox style that Trey keeps speaking of, and the question is does that style mess with the head and mind of Birdman? Does he fall for it?
I don't know. Frankie Lee fell for it last week.
He did too, and Frankie Lee is quite the competitor. Birdman been champion for every bit of 6 months, if not longer. Can he retain his title tonight? That's the question.
As the bell rung, the match has started. And the unorthodox mind games of Greengo already getting in play.
Who wants chicken tonight?
Kicks to the side by Greengo.
And I don't think those kicks did much of anything to Birdman. Didn't even register them.
No, they confused him. That's all they did.
He's got the size advantage. I know that over Greengo.
I'm going to beat a bird up because of you.
Birdman just already going against Greengo against the ropes. Birdman just wants his match to start, but Greengo is.
I think Birdman's ready to get this one over with. He's had enough of the unorthodox style, enough of the antics. Let's get the wrestling on.
There we go with the first cover that will tie up.
Yep. Be careful there, refs. 5 count. And he just fell over, and Birdman hasn't even done anything to him.
This is confusing Birdman, but unlike talking about confusion is not a good thing to have at certain points.
Confusion is definitely not a good thing to have. You want to have a clear mind when you're in the ring. You don't want to have to deal with pressure and antics, and that's what's happening to Birdman. Is he's feeling the pressure. He's going to have to get the one-up on. And is he leaving? It's a title match. You would want to win the title. Isn't the title important? This doesn't even make sense.
We're on the count of 5. Greengo left the pug.
He's left his dog behind.
No. Okay, I'm coming.
And I think the only reason he's even getting back in the ring is because of the dog. And now Birdman bringing in the stomps to Greengo.
Because of just the antics of Greengo, so.
Well, Gringo's almost so distracted that by his own antics, that he left the ring in the middle of a title match. Would you not want to hold gold at WAH?
Oh, absolutely you would. Sometimes Greengo likes his antics get underneath the skin of his opponent, but that is not working here with Birdman. When it comes to this match, no one has actually had any offense that actually works. Greengo just has antics, and Birdman just taking full control of this match.
Nice kick from Greengo. And trying to clothesline, trying to knock the big man down. Here we go, another clothesline. Staggers Birdman just a little.
Comes for a third, maybe to do it.
Not even 3. This is your Spotlight champion. Big boot from Birdman sets Greengo down.
Massive big boot. Only gets a 2 count. I heard that from here. I almost felt that with how much impact he had.
That boot definitely knocked the jaw and lip of Greengo. Is the ref partial as he wears the hat and holds the dog?
Maybe, but Greengo is
Uh-oh.
Ducks under.
Starting to pick up speed. Was that a... Almost hit the lip.
A little bit of a bulldog.
Kind of a modified bulldog. I think you're right there. Birdman on the outside trying to recover. Greengo bringing the action to the outside as he's caught by Birdman. Birdman.
Cross him on the guard.
Yes, he does. Sets him on the metal barricade. Not a place you'd want to be on the outside of the ring.
Let's open the shirt for a clean shot to the chest.
Yes, sir. Getting up on close and personal tonight. Those fans got every bit of their money's worth with this one. As he's dragging Greengo to the other side of the arena and another stiff chop to the chest.
And it looks like he's not done. Looks like done to another corner. To corner exactly.
Oh, and he hits his hand on that steel post there. That may have been the momentum that Greengo needs to fire back, win the title, take it home.
Also need to get his back in the ring. I think we're about to count a 7. 8 now. As Birdman resets the count.
Yeah, he broke that count. He certainly did. That's that veteranness of Birdman there, knowing that ring positioning. Oh, and big scoop slam on the hardest part of the ring. That steel apron. And he throws him into the ring.
And also, we thought Birdman was done with Greengo's antics earlier. He definitely is done with them now.
He says, this is what you get for thinking that stepping into the ring with a champion is a game. Oh, and he trips the leg up.
Good drop toe by Greengo. Maintaining the leg. What does he have there?
I think he's got some spices in there. Is that some sort of chili pepper or something maybe? I'm not quite sure what's in the bag, but it's definitely doing something to Birdman. Here's more of those antics Trey was speaking of earlier.
Birdman again just not having any of it at this point. He wanted to play along with it at the start, but he just overwent at this point to try to get some offensive going, but Greengo cuts him off there in the corner. Greengo climbs into the second rope.
Looking for a DDT. Doesn't go anywhere with it. Birdman trying to power him up. Look at this. Big delayed vertical suplex.
Could that be it? Here comes the cover.
And he kicks out. There's still just a little bit left in Greengo this evening. I thought that may have been it myself.
Honestly, the amount of fight that Greengo's taken over this match, I'm surprised he still has the fight keep going.
Birdman working Greengo to his feet. Oh, and he goes for a quick roll up here. Small package. Just about got that pin there. Birdman's a little dumbfounded by that. Did not expect that from Greengo. Looking for a lariat. No one home. Big boot to the chest. Another one. Greengo down and out. Cover. And a kick out. Yes, sir.
Birdman is maintaining control and doing his best not to let up at all. Showing some signs of actual some technician here.
Yeah. A modified backslide crucifix pin, if whatever you want to call it. It definitely got almost a 3.
Definitely a 2.5 there. And here comes Birdman to the corner.
Oh, and he hits that steel. Greengo looking for a cheap one here. Just about picked up another quick pinfall. And your Spotlight champion here is definitely feeling winded after a couple of close calls. Greengo on the middle turnbuckle, caught over, modified Blue Thunder Bomb, if you will.
I'm surprised he had that much power in him after shoulder to post.
And I think that was a little too lazy of a cover. If you're gonna cover him, hook the leg. And I think he's not quite taking him as seriously maybe as he should. And I think that might spell downfall next time if he doesn't hook the leg.
Hook the leg, put your weight on him.
Yes, sir.
You got to get more than just couple hands on him.
Birdman up high. Roll through. Big clothesline.
That's 2.
He's starting to come back. Yes, Greengo is. But the third one didn't knock him down.
There we go. Finally gets Birdman. Here comes
And a splash. Just a 2. And now he's crawling to the corner, looking for assistance here.
Here comes little Puss in Boots. He's put him in that bottom turnbuckle there.
And he better be careful here. Of course, these antics is why he's gotten this far in the match. As he throws it towards Birdman, Birdman doesn't even know how to take it. And I'm not sure what's happening here, but it might just be what Greengo needs. Big super kick to the chest. And Birdman kicks. Those antics are not enough right now. And I think if Greengo abandoned all this, he might actually be able to get the title from Birdman.
He might be able to, but the answer has gotten this far.
That was almost 3. Every bit of 2 9/10, if you ask me. What do you think, Trey?
That's really close. You can hear the crowd saying it's 3, but Blake is adamant that that was a 2 count.
Blake's the ring official. He's the ref. He makes the calls.
Puts the boots back on that top turnbuckle. What is he thinking now?
Birdman distracted once again by this unorthodox style. Greengo making his way into the ring. Looking for something here as he scales the middle turnbuckle. Modified reverse DDT, if you will. Covers him, legs hooked in tight. Still can't pick up the win this evening.
That was the first time Greengo actually went up and actually landed the move. Both times before Birdman cut him off. So he was kind of expecting that to be the end. That just did not put Birdman down for the count.
Greengo up on the ropes again, trying to fire that crowd up. Birdman slowly stumbling to his feet. Birdman rolls through. Here's that power from Birdman. I spoke of this earlier in the match, that power advantage. He's got him up. Military press, fireman's carry. All the way around the ring. Working every part of it. Oh my, that's gotta be it. There it is. Notice the difference there. He hooked the leg, and when he hooked the leg, he got the win. Still your spotlight champion, Birdman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that special time of the evening, and you all know what time I'm talking about. It is time for your main event. Your main event is scheduled for 1 fall. Let's go ahead and bring our competitors to the ring.
The bell's rung, the change is flying, and Giganto already with the advantage. Big chop to Miles Bane. Whipping him into the corner. Every bit of that 300 to 400 pounds he brings with it. Here we go, looking for a nice back elbow. Yes.
Charging all that weight into Miles Bane.
Big lariat. Miles Bane is out. Looking for a cover. Not even a 1 there. Miles Bane looking resilient this evening. Big headbutt.
Giganto just misses the turnbuckle.
And this is the stuff I'm speaking of. Giganto can beat Miles Bane with the size alone. He doesn't have to resort to these cheap antics. And now because of that, Miles Bane with the advantage. Nice basement drop kick.
Does not knock the big man down. Big elbow gets rid of Miles Bane.
And that is a big elbow, believe me. I've been on the receiving end of it.
Kick to the gut of Miles
Yes,
Bane.
nice big boot or kick. Miles Bane trying to use the ropes as leverage to bring himself up. Giganto driving the head and neck of Miles into the...
Right to the top rope. Bane showing some life, trying to fight back, trying to get some space between them.
Oh!
Just to get thrown to the mat.
Powers him down. Big kick to the middle of the spine area. He'll be feeling that one.
Putting a knee on Miles Bane. Only gets a 1 count. Elbows to Miles Bane. Showing some life.
He's starting to fire back, but Giganto with a big headbutt just puts him back in his place, looking for a big scoop slam.
Slams to the mat like he's nothing. And he's back to this turnbuckle.
Yeah, he's trying to rip it off. This is what I'm talking about. Giganto doesn't have to resort to these tactics, but
Miles Bane on his back, got 1 arm. He might be looking for something. I don't know what he's looking for.
that big splash didn't go anywhere. Miles Bane works himself up to the middle. Nice bulldog, if you will.
You only see a bulldog from the front, but with the size advantage Giganto has, you kind of have to do that modified bulldog to get him down. Nice clothesline.
Yes, he does, and another. That clothesline didn't do anything. One more. That one did. Only took 2 that time. No cover, though. That one took everything out of Miles Bane. Now he goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Giganto still the bigger man, powers his way out.
Miles Bane trying to get the crowd behind him. He's getting some momentum in this matchup.
One big discus lariat, but he misses that. Giganto brings in the elbow to the back. And another to the jaw and neck area. I'm surprised the ref hasn't called anything there yet.
A short arm elbow to the jaw.
Yeah.
Looks like he's setting up maybe for the final sacrament. That
There it is, that big elbow and a cover. That's it. That's your main event this evening. Giganto with another sacrifice.
Scaring the ref away. Honestly, I don't blame the referee one bit for that one.
Give it up for Miles Bane, though. Another great showing this evening. I don't think Giganto's quite finished with his opponent.
Pummeled through the competition in WAH. I have sacrificed everybody, including Baron. Or, excuse me, my mistake. A doctor I can't remember the name of, but Pastor Brent, you have the Living Hope Championship. And I feel like that's mine. And I'm going to sacrifice you for it.
Bully! Yeah,
Giganto referring to took out Dr. Corvus a few months back, looking to get the Living Hope Championship from Pastor Brent. Pastor Brent and Corporal Punishment both come out.
You know, Corporal, I think he's calling me out.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
See, I hear you running your mouth about this and that, and how you want this, and how you're going to beat me up, and you're telling these people how worthless they are. You know what? I'm not afraid. You know, my whole life, I went poor. My whole life, I had people make fun of me because I didn't have money. I had big bullies that were just like you. And these people out here know people just like you that come out. Yeah, you beat Miles out there, beating people that come out. I'm not afraid of you. Never have. And if we have to go here in a minute, you think I'm a kite and still sit here? You see, I'm a fighting champion. And if you want to go tonight, we can definitely go tonight.
Let's go, my bully!
Let's get ready to go down.
Let's go, Sam!
You want to go?
Let's go! Take him out!
Pastor Brent going right after Giganto. Giganto called him out. He's answering the call.
And that's that power and weight of Giganto. I'm not sure if anyone can stand up to the guy.
And this also Giganto after a match. Imagine if they could go for the Living Hope Championship whenever it's a fresh Giganto.
There's some unexpected power from your tag team champion. Nice sidewalk slam.
You see, I'm not afraid. Next show, me and you. Next show, Giganto. Me and you.